hasn't said much yet, but it's not hard to guess, is it?
"Well now," said Hugh, "the Bain boys are cock-a-hoop this morning, and James Wallace has a look to him like a whipped mongrel. But Callum Campbell's boy is sticking to them like a burr, and that's a thing I don't understand. He's even crewed with them in Ali's place. There'll be no great catch if I know anything about it. I've no idea what his quarrel with Donald might be. Maybe you can tell me."
Bridie laughed. "I see where Donald gets it from. Think about it for a minute, Hugh. How long has Callum been in your crew?"
13 years, on and off. Though more off than on lately."
Donald could hear the frown in Hugh's voice.
"And the boy Fergus, he's been with us a few times, though he's neither use nor ornament. Donald seemed to get on with him all right, much as he ever does, but you know Donald's really put his mind to it lately, no doubt about it. There have been times when I've despaired of him, but he's getting to be a good crewman after all."
And there you have it. You've made no secret of your hopes for him, I'm guessing. Callum thought the boat might come to him, did he not? And if it went to Callum, then in time it would come to Fergus.
Hugh snorted. "He'll never make much of a fisherman, let alone a captain."
What difference does that make? He'll have had the thought of it, the standing it would give him. No matter if he doesn't take to the fishing. He's just a lad. He would think of that. And now it looks as though you're minded to pass it on to Donald after all. Do you not think that might stick in Callum's throat just a bit? Maybe the whisky helps to wash it down a little. But there's young Fergus watching. He's got to go to sea whether he likes it or not, unless he leaves here altogether. Do you see now?
Dear God, Bridie, how can I possibly do right by everybody? It's simple on the boat. You just do what you have to do. And Callum's not the man he was. He knows it too.
And so does his son, most likely. But who is he going to take out on? Not his father, not you. It's the weaker ones who feel the sharp end of it. I wouldn't be in his mother's shoes right now, and that's why he hates Donald. You can count on it. This chance came along, and he jumped at it. There was a sound of a chair scraping as he drew it closer to the fire, and then a deep sigh from Hugh.
"So what am I to do? I wouldn't hand the boat on to Callum now in any case, and I've always hoped Donald would come to it in the end, even when he seemed dead set against it."
You're a patient man, Hugh. I wouldn't have blamed you if you'd given up on him the way he was. There were plenty of others who did.
Now, Bridie, the poor lad was so lost after John died. What else would I do? He's as good as a son to me. And you know, whatever folks may say about Mary, I think this marriage will be the making of him.
Donald, who'd been quietly flexing his fingers, working through his body and testing for the pain that waited in ambush, stopped moving and tried to stop breathing altogether as he listened. Bridie said softly, "You're right, but what if they stop the wedding? I don't know what he'll do then. She's good for him, you can see that. But she frightens people, even when she means no harm."
Not the younger children, nor the beasts. It's only those whose heads are full of how things ought to be.
You've noticed that?
Hugh laughed. I do notice things, Bridie, wherever you may think. So does Donald these days. I should have got him a dog when he was younger, something of his own to look after. Remember how he nursed that crow he found, with a broken wing? He should have had something that would look up to him, and not be off and away as soon as it could. And now there's Mary, and soon enough there'll be the bairn. It's good for him.
I know. John would have been proud to see him now.
We're all proud, Bridie. But will you not think again? If you come up to us at the shieling, there'll be protection for you when Donald's away, and Mary's strange ways won't stand out so much. That'd be easier in my mind knowing you were there. She'd have help with the child when it comes to, in case she doesn't care for it too well.
Whatever shouldn't she? You've seen how she is with the little ones. I think she'll be a fine mother, even if she never does learn to...